you have got to have a morning routine. Just like an athlete stretches, goes through drills before a game starts to make sure he or she shows up on the field of play, your office, your work is your field of play. What are you doing before that job starts? Got to have a morning routine. Now, I understand I do not have kids. There's a good chance you do. So you have some more responsibilities than I do. I'm aware of that. However, I'm just going to share with you some of the non-negotiables as part of my morning routine that really put me in a position to win every single day. Number one, breath work. Now, you might call it meditation. Maybe it's reading scripture for you. I don't know what it is, but something spiritual that grounds me and aligns me. So what I do here at our place, now that we live in Wisconsin, is every single morning, I actually go outside without any socks or shoes on because I want to get my bare feet in the ground. I want to be grounded. And I do breath work anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm also watching the morning sun come because as the morning sun rises early in the morning, just as it's peaking the horizon, you can actually stare at the sun without hurting your eyes. And this simple practice of the breath work combined by the morning sun gazing does a couple things. Number one, the breath work grounds you, right? The breath work just sets your mind up to handle any challenges that might come with the day. But the morning sun gazing also helps you set up the next night of sleep, believe it or not. There's science behind how getting morning sunshine in your eyes kicks off your circadian rhythm that will actually help set up a better night of sleep the following night. So one of the first things I do every morning is I get out barefoot in the grass and I just do breath work looking at the morning sun. Now, of course, there's days where it's raining or days it's cloudy. There's still benefits to doing this. And as the season shifts, obviously the sun rises later and earlier, so you got to make adjustments. But this has been such a big part of my morning routine. Then I've got my exercise, right? Exercise for me is a non-negotiable. Exercises can mean many things from walking to running to sprinting to lifting to CrossFit. I don't care what it is. You got to get your body moving before the day starts. Now, if your calendar just does not allow for it and you're somebody who has to work out at the end of the day, I get it, but got to figure out how to exercise, how to get your body moving every single day. And it doesn't mean you have to hit the gym every day. Just get out for a walk. And then the last non-negotiable as part of my morning routine is my journaling. I sit down every day and I write out this question. How would a founder of $1 million company operate today? And the reason I write that question is it forces me to think like I need to be thinking every single day. What would an owner of a $1 million plus company be doing today to make sure he's successful or she's successful or the business is successful? What would they be doing today? And I just write out my day from that viewpoint. And then I go out and I execute it. So not only am I planning the day, I'm writing out in my journal what today is going to look like as the founder of $1 million company. Now, I don't care what size company you're talking about here. The point is, this journal exercise forces me to think the way I need to be thinking to run a successful business that's growing. So those 4 routines are a big part of my morning habit. Now, I'm not going to go into the cold shower and everything else, but the point is these 4 things allow me to put the work in off the field, right? It's like stretching for an athlete so that when the day starts, I'm not only ready to go, I know exactly what the game plan is. And no matter what happens with the day, I'm in a calm state of mind to take on whatever throws itself at me. I'm not starting the day in chaos. So the second routine that must be a non-negotiable is having some form of morning routine. Now, I challenge you to make sure the routine is not something you're doing just to check the box. That's a place I've caught myself from time to time, just doing things because I think I have to, like breath work, where I'm just checking the box instead of being fully immersed in that activity. So don't just create a routine to check the box. Make sure you're creating a routine that allows you to be fully immersed in the activities that are a part of that routine.